Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of GregTech New Horizons. Now, as you can see, it is storming out there right now, so there are a lot of mobs around us right now. They may not despawn quickly, so that is something. Although if you look in the top left-hand corner, you will see that it should end in about 4 minutes, so hopefully this will be over pretty soon, and then we'll be able to go out. But I will say it's been a bit of time since the last episode, just a couple of days, but there has been quite a few things that have actually happened. So, first of all, I do want to mention that the map, I did have a little bit of an issue with it, so basically what I did was I reloaded the whole map, so I had to basically reset it. So if it looks a little bit different, that's why, and that's kind of what I did there. But I do also want to point out we did die, and I'll explain why that happened in just a bit. It wasn't actually because of the mobs. So in between the episodes, what I did was I was knocking out a couple of quests, with some of these kind of introductory quests over here, but I also completed a couple other quests, like making a chest, which is not that bad. You just need a piece of flint, a little bit of wood. It's not that bad. I also got a quest here, turn in some sticks to get some carrots, then get a couple more carrots. I think basically the goal is you get the carrots from this quest, you're supposed to grow them, and then you get more carrots, and you turn this quest in. Well, we had a village, we got plenty of carrots, so that wasn't an issue. This is the quest where things got a bit interesting. Now, just get a stack of cobblestone. I figured, okay, I'll just do that in between the episodes. So, my initial plan was to go out and travel back to the mountain we stayed in episode 1. Now, I got a little ways along there, and right here, if you see the dark spot here, this is going to be where we saw that Thorncraft obelisk. Now, I don't know why, but something caught my attention down here, so I went down here. Next thing I knew, I was getting sucked into some sort of black hole, and I died. Now, I went back there to go ahead and reclaim my items. Down this pack, there was the gravestone mod, so when you die, your items are kept inside a gravestone, safe and sound. Now, when I went to break that, the black hole ended up sucking everything up, and I died again. So I didn't go back there a second time, but I basically lost everything, so we had a bit of an issue with that, but it wasn't too bad at the point because I had dropped basically everything I had off in this chest over here, and I just had to reclaim the flint tools that we made. It wasn't really that difficult of a job in the end. But we did lose the armor, so I did put on the backup armor, engineer overalls, golden boots, and we're back in business with that. So that's pretty much what we've done in between the episodes. And I did want to mention another thing in between right here. So we have this quest here to make a furnace, and I want to point something out. We have a furnace here, so if we try and break that. Yep, we have a couple of this came from the blacksmith. You'll notice the quest incomplete. The reason for that is this is a crafting task, so I can't just go around the world, pick it up, and get the furnace. We have to actually go and make the crafting recipe for this right here, so we have to craft another furnace. Thankfully, it doesn't really look that bad. I did get quite a bit more flint available to me. Not too many. There we go. And let's get a bit of cobblestone and let's make ourselves a furnace. Just like that. Doesn't seem too bad. Yep, there we go. That's the quest. So that should complete that quest at least. And we do get a loot bag. And also I put all the valuables in this chest here. So coins, buckets. And we did get another loot bag. So actually, while we're waiting for the storm to finish, which should be over very soon, let's open these and see what we can get. Okay, hot wings and celery and peanut butter. Not bad. Ah, beet salad, asparagus soup. Okay. I have gone out also and broken a bunch of gardens, got a bunch of food. Now, I know you can actually just pick up the gardens themselves, but right now we just need the food. So, that's good. Actually, these are quite some good foods right here, so I might just take some of these. I don't want to take too many. But, yeah, let's take that. Let's take that. Yeah, let's do those. So, now let's talk about what the goal for today is going to be. My goal for today is I want to get to the bed. We're not that far. Basically, we just need to get some wool. We also need to make a soft mallet, which, actually, we can just do that right now. I don't think that'll be any issue. So, now that should be fairly simple. Yep. Yeah, that was the recipe, I believe. So that's a soft mallet, and get melon or pumpkin. I do have some pumpkins, so let's do the melon. That's it. Yeah, the GregTech tools. This is the first one I think we make, so they do interact with blocks a little bit differently. So there we go, and there we go. Just as I said, the storm just ended. So basically, I want to get the bed because I'm tired of having to stay up every single night, and when I get out, I have to fight through mobs. And I have encountered quite a few interesting mobs, in fact. And actually, there's a guy right out there, isn't there, looking at the map. Yeah, I have no idea what he is either. Hello? Oh, yep, there he is. Oh, it's a creeper. Okay. Where is he? Oh, he's basically guarding the front door. Let's go out here. Okay. Don't see anyone else around. Oh, wow, hello. Yep, this is the guy I was just talking about, the jumping creeper. He jumps at you. Kind of scary there. Okay. Yeah, we gotta take this guy out. You know what? Let's see if we can kill him, actually. I bet you we can. Gotta watch out for this guy. Oh, okay. Yep. Alright, that guy just blew up in a bunch of gravel and we killed him. Nice. Yeah, that's our first mob we've killed, actually. Okay. Actually, it's not bad for me getting me some gravel there. The gravel I got when I died and had to remake these tools again, I just stole from the village pathways. Wasn't a big deal. Okay, that guy I'm not sure we're going to be able to do too well against. So I'll steer clear of him. I did see an area where there were sheep. I believe there were some sheep. It was actually down here. There's actually quite a few sheep around this area. So let's go and check that out. I believe for the bed we need 6 because we're going to need 3 pieces of carpet. And that should be good. Once we have that, yeah, there we go. If I just get 2 wool, we can make 1 carpet. I think they do have to be the same color, so I'll leave that guy alone. Yeah. So, a couple of sheep here. Okay. Any more sheep around? Was some down here. In fact, actually, I did want to actually show you the thing I saw over here. I called it a black hole. I think it's actually something from Thaumcraft again. I think it's something called a hungry node, but it's basically like a black hole. So let's go over here. I think there was some more sheep over on this side of the river. So go and see. Actually, let me show you this. Actually, this is going to be important. This right here is a rubber tree. And this is something we're going to need in the future. Not in time right now, but let's see if we can get a sapling. We might want that. And the reason we need these is for something called sticky resin, which is something we're going to need not right now, but at some point. Yep, there's some more sheep right there as well. So let's go ahead and take those guys out. Some good salad. Okay. There should be another one there. Yeah, and there's a 6th one. Okay, and I'll also show you... I'm not going to get too close. I'm just going to look at it from afar here, but that should be our 6th piece of wool, right? No? Might have missed one. Oh, that was a 6th sheep. Might have not picked up the wool. I'm not sure. We need 1 more sheep. Looks like on the map. Yeah, looks like there's another flock up here. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so, yeah, you can see, and there you go, look at that sand that just got picked up. So, yeah, there's something in there. It's picking up the blocks around it, and I'm not going to get too close. I don't think you can get me from here, but, yeah, I died twice. So, do be careful if you see one of those out in the wild. They will suck you in and kill you. Alright, so let's head back. It's actually already getting quite late. Wow, days really flies by. Yeah, I did get the quest. There was a quest also to kill 5 pigs. There was some actually over there, weren't there? I think I saw some down that way. Well, I want to get this bed made before we have to spend another night up. I think at this point we should have everything. Just in case I don't have enough wood. I'm pretty sure I do. I'll take a few trees down here. Should be good. I'll do this one too. I noticed it gets dark, I think, at right about 6:30 p.m. That's about the time that it starts to get dark. And that's about the time the mobs start coming out. Maybe a little bit later than that. Yeah. It's already 5:30, so it's basically about to be nighttime. So we should probably just head right back in and make that bed so we can get through the night for the first time. That'd be quite good. That's our house right there. I've also been utilizing these farms over here, getting ourselves some carrots and potatoes. Now, I know we have had some issues with food. Well, not issues with food, but we've had that thing with food where you can't eat some of the same type over and over again, else it'll run out of effectiveness. Geez, take a look at the chest quickly and see if I can show you that. So, no, apple's not going to be an issue. Yeah, carrots, you see, eaten twice out of last 20 foods, nutritional value still 100%. If I eat another one of those carrots, I think that'll change it. I think you can eat it like 4 times before its nutritional value goes down, so we'll keep an eye on that. But, yeah, so it is nighttime now, so let's go ahead and start to see if we can get this bed made up. So we make the carpet, I believe. Yeah, just have to do that. Yeah, that's not too bad. Well, we do need to make the fence, in fact, which is, I believe, just a bit of sticks and wood. Planks, excuse me. I think we'll need just a bit more planks. And let's, yeah. Okay. 2 fences. Put those there, put that there, and I think that should be a bed. Wonderful. And if we plop that down right here, we should be in business. And that gives us actually a couple of things. Actually gives us another loot bag in fact. So, let's dump some of this food off for the moment. Take the hot wings, those are good. Just put a few things up here. Sweet, let's open this, see what we get. Ooh, some ladders. Looks like I think we got potatoes as well. Okay, so finally, let's go to sleep. Let's skip through the night. Actually, you can see the death message. Fell out of the world. So, guess that's what it technically counted as, but yeah, that was the black hole. So, here we go. We slept through the night, and we don't have to worry about those mobs anymore, so that's quite good. Alright, so let's go out again here, actually. I want to get that pig quest taken out as well. Basically, right now, my goal is to take out all of the main quests in this tab, and now this one right here is I think the final one of this tab. That one will take some work. Not particularly for this. This one's going to be easy. This tree's a bit harder to find, so I'm going to have to go out looking for that one pretty soon. But once I get all the main quests taken out in this tab, oh, okay, that guy's still there. I think that's the same guy we saw earlier. Let's go stay away from him. Once we get all those quests taken out, I think I'm going to go searching around the map and looking for a spot where we can finally build our base. And I am a bit picky on that. You have to be a bit decisive on where you choose that. The humidity percentage is going to count a bit. Only 10% in this biome, so I don't think this is going to be a good spot. But that is something I'm going to do eventually once we get all of these main quests taken out in this chapter. Let's take out some of these pigs. A couple over there as well. So once we do that, we should be good to go. So yeah, that's kind of the plan here going forward. Just trying to get this first little chapter taken out, and then we shall move forward in this pack. 5th one? Yep, there we go. Yeah, let's take that guy out as well, why not? Get a little bit more food up. I do need it. Having more varied food is a good thing to have. So, in fact, actually, I went up here to get some of that stone earlier. I did see some cows, I think, so actually we might want to get some of that as well. Maybe even some chicken. Yeah, let's just get as much food as we possibly can pick up here. Okay. I'm not going to be staying here, so it really doesn't matter if I take these animals out. I think there was... I'm pretty sure cows were right up here. Yeah, I see them on the map. In fact, I could probably zoom out, but you can't really see them as well. But there we go. Some cows. Oh, there we go. That was an achievement. I got some leather. Yep. Okay, Oh, yeah, there we go. I thought I heard one of those wolf guys. Let's stay away from him. They are quite nasty. This is getting into a snowy biome. So I'll just take out a few of these cows. We shall carry on. Food's always a good thing to have. So, also leather's going to be useful for some stuff as well. But yeah, basically I'm focusing on the main quest right now. Once I get settled in more to a more permanent location, we'll probably turn our attention a bit more towards the other quests in the first chapter, and then also progressing as well further. So hopefully we can get that done. So that is something we're going to try to do. But I think that's going to almost be it for this episode. So what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to go out searching for that tree from Thaumcraft that we need to find. Again, that's actually one of them right there. That's the common one, but the blue one, that's the one that's going to be a bit more of a challenge, take a bit more work to find. So what I'm probably going to do, I'm going to head on out, look for that tree, and I'll see if I can find it. Hopefully I get lucky. We'll see what happens, but until next time, see you then.